How many of you here today try to connect or try to reach to the next person and introduce yourself and say, I am so person. It is a honor meeting you. Or I have been looking forward to meet you. Or I have been reading much about you and I need to know you more. Please, how many of you have done that today? Oh, that's a good one. Thank you. Because I did that. Right from airport, I was looking at some of my colleagues that are speakers. And I didn't know we are coming to the same place. But then when we were dropped at our destination, and I said, oh, so we are together, we are coming to TEDxBauchi. And then I strike a conversation with them. I am from Space Agency, the Nigerian Premier Space Agency, which is National Space Research and Development Agency. I have spent 2 decades, over 22 years of my career in Space Agency. Imagine me coming from Sad Zunguru Primary School here. And today I'm ending on, it's like a cycle. I'm back to the stage, just close to Sad Zunguru Primary School, and talking about space. When I was growing up, there was nothing like space. But now, there is everything about space. Everything about space. So from my own point, from space, when you talk about building bridging, there are no borders. There are no walls. When you look from above, you are looking at a beautiful planet where no boundary, no wall, no border. All you see is just unity. It's just unity, not separation. That is what it means to build a bridge to the star. A lot of you here used to watch Star Wars and so on, cartoons and so on. It's all about connecting your dream to another person. It's about building a connection or striking a conversation with somebody. What does it mean to build bridges? In a space sector, it is all about one. You need to establish a foundation of trust. You need to understand for you to be able to strike a dialogue and exchange. You need to identify a shared common goals. Then you can now foster collaboration or partnership and then create a safe environment for dialogue. You need to seek opportunities where you can partner with somebody and then work on a common solution. That's what space is all about. Space about looking through a camera, look at the whole problem in a holistic manner, and then you can talk to your colleagues or somebody higher than you, and then put the different gadgets, either the software or the hardwares, and then you interpret and extract information that is relevant to what you are looking to solve problem. This problem you are looking to solve. Is it climate change? Is it pollution? Is it agricultural activities? Is it even just trying to look for a water to build a borehole and drill? That's what space is all about. I'm a great example of coming from building bridges. You know, when I was growing up, I don't know what is space. I don't have the privilege to look at cartoons or Star Wars or look at the Elon Musk of today. No, but there's something I have. I have this zeal. I have this, vision in my head. I have a dream that I want to get to somewhere. So I know the vehicle for me to get to somewhere is to study well, is to go to school. And my mom, as a single mother, did everything possible for me to get to where I want to go. So in that aspect, like I mentioned before, I went to TEDxBauchi Primary School. From there to Government Girls Science Secondary School, TEDxBauchi. And I said to myself, I want to read geology. Why? Because I was the best student in geography then. And I thought geology, geography is almost the same thing. So I choose geology. And at that time, what comes to my mind was I want to be in Port Harcourt. I want to be in Shell, Chevron, or Mobil. I wasn't thinking about space. I didn't even know space exists. But then I found myself serving in National Assembly and then serving in Committee of Science and Technology. So this is where my space journey started from. And during that time, it was the time of Millennium Y2K computer stuff. I said, okay, if I want to be in space, I need to equip myself. And what did I do? I was serving in the morning. In the evening, I was going for computer study. And I obtained certificate in computer skills. I didn't know that that is come to help me. I only did that because it is trending. It was about Millennium Y2K and something. But when I finished my NYC, I was looking for a job. I go about with my CV, and I wanted to collect an introduction letter. And what happened? And they say, oh, the secretary is not around. And a senator, may his soul rest in perfect peace, says, okay, I don't have a secretary to type a letter that I will give you to somewhere. I said, no, sir, I can type. So it is good for you to talk. It is good for you to dare to say, I can do this. It is good for you to equip yourself because you never know when the skill will be needed. And so I was told, okay, type the letter. I did that, and I submitted the letter. And along the road, he said, you can type other letters that I have that I want to give other people. I said, my pleasure, because I don't want to sit at home anyway. So for a whole 1 month, I come to that place, and I type, and I try to help out. And then one day, he was going for a meeting, and he collected my CV. And that's where he met the newly established space agency, the MD. And he says, I have a young girl that read geology, if you need somebody. And they say, yes, actually, we only have one director in geology, and he may be ready to help. And he took my CV. That's how they called me for interview. That's how my journey in space started from. So you need somebody build a bridge for me. And then I was equipped and at the right time to follow that bridge. And then I'm here where I'm here today. So if you have an opportunity, never allow it to pass you by. Never allow opportunity to pass you by. And because you only have one chance to impress. And when you get that, be ready and be able to impress because you never know where that will take you to. What are the kind of things that you want to build? You want to build breed that is not just about talk. It's about action. It's about you, empowering others, leading with compassion, creating an opportunity to other people, particularly the young girls and women. I tell you, I am the only technical person at the management level of Nigerian Space Agency today. So for me, it is important for me to mentor people, to mentor young talent, especially young women, so that they will know that there's no boundary for them to dream, so that they will know the bridges that some of us speakers here have built. Let them follow the bridge and then continue building the bridge, and then others also can follow. Remember, your mind and heart are bridges that connect imagination to reality. Why should we care about space? Space is the El Dorado of the world now. Space, business is what is booming. The smartphone you are holding, the television in your house, the looking down at your environment, the forestation monitoring, desertification monitoring. It's all about space. And so many startups, so many opportunities is abound. The Elon Musk of today did not just start just like that. They started with having a radical idea and then turn it into innovation and turn it into billions of money. You don't have to have only STEM's degree, but then we need people in STEMs. I am talking to you today because I want you to be able to know that you need to have at least science, technology, engineering, mathematics degrees. We need more of you in that environment. You can also be a space entrepreneur. You can be a space telemedical doctor. You can be a space administrator. There is a space for you, a pathway for you in space sector to build your career. So it doesn't matter whether you are not somebody like me that read geology. No. Even if you are a filmmaker, you know, Star Wars is made by filmmakers, actors, actresses. They act. They pretend to be an alien from this space. So it is very important to build yourself up in wherever you find yourself, in field that you find yourself. Satellite exists not just for us to look, it's also to bring people together, because when you connect, you know, when you have a phone, you call somebody, they call you. So it's all about building the bridge to connect with other people, to have an honest dialogue and conversation. So for me, understanding how to use those satellites is what I breathe, you know, is what I look for. I am the kind of person that I want to take the next challenge. I want to work on the next challenge. And that's what I've been doing for over 22 years. So I'm challenging you. As you leave this place, ask yourself, what do I want to do? And what can I do to reach where I want to go? Even if I build a bridge for you today, if you don't have the requirement, what it takes to pass through the bridge, then the bridge will still be there, dusty, nobody will go through. But if you build yourself up, then it is easier. It is easier for you to go. Then I need to talk to you that talent matters. Talent matters. Our greatest strength here today is the young talent that we have in this place. The young people, smart, creative, full of energy, full of idea, studying science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You have it in you. It's just for you to open up. Now, it means that what we need by building bridge is to connect the teacher and the student. Connect yourself to the peers around you, from your family, from mentors to young ones, from all of you that are speakers on this stage. You are good in your own way, but the best to give back is to be able to mentor somebody, is to be able to build a bridge where the young one, if you don't do that, then all the success mean nothing. This is my belief, and I think that we will achieve that. And I think that here today, a lot of you will take it from here that you can stop me anywhere. Either you can go to my LinkedIn and just chat me and say, oh, I saw you at TEDxBauchi, and you said this. So hold me accountable if I did not help you, because it means I'm not, doing what I'm talking about. So it's all about professionalism. It's all about mentorship. It's all about, creating a way for others to follow, particularly the young ones. I know how many young women that I have mentored, not just from Bauchi State, all over the world. It was mentioned before. I'm a member of African Space Council. I was nominated, and that is the first of a kind. I was nominated from Nigeria to represent the West Africa entirely. We are only two from West Africa. The other person is from Ivory Coast, and I'm from Nigeria. I have studied in 7 countries in the world. So it is doable. If I can live from the soil of Bauchi and to be in a stage, and, have a conversation in AU, have a conversation in United Nations, have a conversation in the presidency where I used to belong to some committees here in space or in agricultural precision mapping. You can do it. You can do it. I'm telling you, it is easier for you to build yourself up. Please, the biggest bridge, and one of the things that you need to talk about is within us, within the community. Let's talk to the younger ones. Let's encourage them. Let the old professionals talk to the young ones coming. Then we will build a bridge that is deep, conceptual, with knowledge, that is helping people in various fields within the community. It is about partnership. It is about collaboration. It is about we inventing something new, stronger together. So my call to action today, I want you to understand this, that talking on this day is not just about building the bridging. It's an invitation for all of us leaders here today, to challenge ourselves, fund somebody, help somebody, mentor somebody, in whatever way you find yourself. That is what I do in space sector. I can tell you the number of young ones. You go out today and you say you are working with Nigerian Space Agency, the first person they will ask you when it comes to women, they will say, do you know Dr. Rakiya? The reason why, because I always represent Nigeria in a positive way. I always represent Bauchi State in a positive way. This is where I come from. Together we can make Bauchi State, Nigeria, Africa, and the world stronger, smarter, and more united. So my final thought today, as we look to the stars, let's remember our future depends not on the walls that we build, but on the bridges that we created. A career in space sector is about pushing the boundary of what is possible. Space is not a distance. It is about connection. It is about building brighter, united future. It is the soil of Bauchi State. It is the hustle of Lagos. It is the mind of a young person in Kano, a girl in Sokoto, gazing at the night in sky and looking at the star. That is our chance to do more than just look up. This is a sign for us to build the career of the young people, so that right here, our own soil, in our own soil, that will take us to the final destination. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you. Thank you.